glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Cardinals head coach pregame. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hughes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will be first on the attack. And here comes Lincoln Keenholz. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when the...
He's loose down the left side. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
Oh, he's going to bring it out. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So North Carolina's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Second down to the air. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll stop him right there on the return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. He makes the catch at the 10. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Long way to go on second down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Left side is Thurman. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tar Heels! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll start on the ground with Brown. All over him immediately.
And how about this freshman getting involved again? Man, this is the guy that we talked about in the meetings coming into this game. To see a freshman flying around, getting in the backfield, making those tackles for losses. Could he do it again? Can he continue to grow up? Palmer, this dude looks like he's going to be a problem despite his age.
For years to come, too. And the coaches told us leading into this one, we're just not used to freshmen having the kind of football IQ that this kid has. He just has a feel for the game. You saw that the last time out. You're seeing it again here early. He can dissect things. He does such a good job reading the blocking schemes in front, knows where to fit. It's really remarkable to see how he plays beyond his age.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Some misdirection with the counter. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's York. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Flying down the right side. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinals! That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. From the gun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Tar Heels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. This time they'll throw it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Sells to run, looking to pass. Comes down, it's Foley. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Brown. Looking for a crease. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side.
Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. To make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The lone back's got it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st. Turns it upfield. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rushes on. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Working the ground game. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The sack makes it an even longer third down chance for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's Brown to begin the drive.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Keeps it on the option. It's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Hand off for Brown. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. We were at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hand it to the back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Finds us back in the middle.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. North Carolina will call it second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Third down following the sack by the D. He's looking downfield to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on a scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in a hurry up.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He got it, and they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll send the back in motion. Drops back on first down. finds his man. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. Taken down right away. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Enough to move the chains. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're on. By 18. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
They'll move the tight end. Trying the left side. There he goes. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. To throw, it's Chambers. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Well, 3rd down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run it on 4th down. Finding some room. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw one first. Finds his target. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's York. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st, it's at the 37. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out! And he just chucks it into the 4th row. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Pulls it in. Open space at the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touch.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
First play of this drive. In traffic, it's Skinner. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Hughes. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get in his hands quick. He can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Turning it on at the 30. Pass the tap. Touchdown, Cardinals. And the route is on.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. Pulls it in down the sideline. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Moves the pocket. It's Chambers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The short hands, it's York. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. Looking left. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got him, and nobody's close. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Isaac Brown looking for room on the left. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. With this game well in hand, let's take a look at some of the potential Heisman candidates here as we get very late in the season. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. One more time, it's Brown. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Hand off, Isaac Brown. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 48, set to kick it away.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Firing to the right, complete. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. 4 wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. And be a pick 6. Touchdown, Cardinals! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He rifles one deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 2nd and long here. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the right. Gets a hand in there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Ready, go. Snapped on 4th down. Under pressure. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Hughes. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. It is good! And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Bringing it back. And the returner goes down. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the 4th down.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Grabbed behind the line, it's McCoy. Could not make his way to the corner. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They get to him as he throws. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. A dangerous 3rd and 10 here from inside their own 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Defense in press coverage. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
North Carolina, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback...
Caught, and he's got room. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going.
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
North Carolina will call it 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. And send the tight end in motion. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. And they'll take a knee.
And how fitting. This offense gets to end this ball game. They've done a great job scoring tons of points, getting in a good rhythm. Now, just take the sweet knee, watch the clock tick down to 0.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody